Welcome back, everyone. We're finishing up our dish, and Colt, what do we need to do?
All right, so we have our stir fry. Again, we have some green beans, we have some pear, we have a little red onion, celery, garlic, a little bit of soy sauce, sweet chili sauce. That's
Still got a little crunch to it.
Gonna go at the base of our plate, kind of. And this is enough for about 2 people, 3 people. A lot of times at school we'll say, you know, this will feed 4 people or 2 Cajuns. You know, so
that's a good way to
kind of, you know, it's all about portion sizes. Got some nice rare tuna. Just gonna go ahead and do a nice couple of slices.
And that's another thing they teach you at the Institute is how to actually make your plate look presentable.
Yep. Presentation.
Yep.
Man, that's all I need to eat at night.
All right.
That's low fat as well.
Yeah.
I mean, when you use a little.
when someone comes to the table like that, you just want to be digging in.
And you can get this, you know, if it was at the restaurant, you'd probably pay $18, $19.95 easy. But going to Piggly Wiggly, I picked up everything, all my vegetables, less than $15.
And you're feeding more than one person.
And I'm feeding about 3 to 4 people for $15. So it's very affordable.
Very economical.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep, right on front. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and finish off our other dish. We have our French bread that's been toasted. We have a little bit of our mayo, yogurt, little orange juice, lemon juice, orange zest, lemon zest. And we're going to just smear this right at the bottom of this bread.
Don't take much. That
And
goes a
Cool,
long
tell
way.
everybody at home if you want to be interested and want some information about Louisiana
Culinary Institute.
I'm getting tongue
Right.
tied.
We're off of Airline Highway in Baton Rouge. They can check out our website, louisianaculinary.com. We offer, again, leisure classes. We have, it's basically a 2-year degree, an associate's degree, compressed into 16 months. Within the next couple of months, we should have our bachelor's program coming up.
Go ahead.
So that's something to look forward to. We're going to put our little crab meat mixture right on top. And then I got to grab something out the fridge. I have some nice fresh arugula. Watercress, if you want to use watercress, a little bit of arugula. Kind of gives it a little heat, a little flavor to it. Yeah, a little spiciness. I actually went to the farmer's market and there was this lettuce that actually tastes like horseradish.
What?
It was phenomenal, and I picked up a head and brought it home, was cooking with it and kind of blowing everybody's mind out the water. Right. So we have a nice little sandwich, open-faced sandwich.
That's a pretty sandwich.
Very nice.
And if you're having a little get-together, you can actually do a little smaller, make appetizer portions, pass it around. This is something that we actually have a class, appetizers hors d'oeuvres class. And we do some canapes, and we have a salad class where we go through all the different salads, salad dressings with our students. And we also do leisure classes. Again, come in there on a Friday night, Saturday night, and kind of do a leisure class. They can always check out our website, louisianaculinary.com, for a full list of all our schedule for our leisure classes, definitely.
Okay. And usually on your 16-month courses, when do they usually start off?
We actually have 3 enrollments for our Savory program, and our next enrollment is actually in August, which is filling up pretty fast, so that if anybody's still interested, they can come in and check us out. Actually, your buddy Chester Finley, he's actually one of our baking and pastry students. And funny thing about, we were actually in New Iberia for a little competition, a crawfish étouffée competition. And the school it was involved. It was for little charities, the mud bugs, kind of like the Special Olympics. And Chester came out and he was helping us out. We took 2nd place. I let them do everything that they needed to do for their étouffée. And so it was nice and fun. But he actually operated on my wife whenever she was like 10 years old. So I was like, oh, you know, so it's a cool thing, and so you never know exactly. You know, he's a doctor, you know, kind of a very successful doctor, and he wants to go back to school.
You know, and you see a lot of that going on. Like I know when I was in culinary school, they had they had a retired teacher. She was in her 50s. There was a retired veterinarian who was one of the smartest men I've ever met in my life. Wouldn't study, you know, just pay attention to class, and he's making the highest grades in all class. But you know, a lot of the older crowd that when they're done with their career or the end of their career, like Chester, he's still in his, his career, his
thing is he wants to retire with a little baking and pastry shop, and kind of that's his retirement. He wants to do that because he enjoys baking.
We actually have an event this coming Saturday in Opelousas that I have to prepare food for about 40, 50 guys, and he's coming to make like homemade cinnamon rolls for the whole to start that in that morning, because it starts early, about 9 o'clock in the morning.
You're gonna eat like 5 of them, although you can only really eat 1 because they're so big. Yeah. But because he brought some for that Saturday, and I think I ate 5. Throughout the whole day, I grabbed 5, I hit them, and I would just nibble. They were really good, homemade cinnamon rolls. And he actually has some baking and pastry experience before going to school, so that's going to help him.
Always helps.
But for students that have no experience, we have students that never worked a day in their life in the restaurant, and we always encourage them, get a job in industry. Even though you're coming to school, you're practicing. We're going to teach you all the fundamentals that you need to be successful, but you have to apply those techniques, those fundamentals in the real world situations on a day-to-day basis, so that you can practice and become, for knife skills. It takes, we tell our students, go and buy a 50-pound case of potatoes, practice your knife skills. And then go ahead and buy another 50-pound case, practice again, go ahead and practice on a third 50-pound case. By the third or fourth, you should be a master at knife skills. So that's just kind of, practice, especially when you're in industry. You're cutting up onions, bell peppers on a day-to-day basis for the restaurant. So you're not actually having to buy those ingredients. And you you're learning the fundamentals to become successful. And go through the program. You learn from baking and pastries to sauce making, soup, salads, stocks. The proper techniques of making a stock. And something that's been kind of a lost art, especially in restaurants. They're buying
because it's not
concentrated base. And
not only that, it's not, stocks are not about just basically taking bones and boiling them in water. It's that a real stock takes a whole lot more preparation for and time. It's a lot more involved.
It's so much better too.
Definitely,
really
definitely.
Well, Cole, again, we want to thank you on behalf of the What's Cooking Show for coming back and showing us some wonderful dishes and presentations.
Pleasure having you again, buddy. Appreciate it. As always.
We always look forward to you coming and meet us, and hopefully next time one of your students can come with you and show us maybe some of the skills that they learned through the schools.
I had a student that was supposed to come today, but he was on the beach yesterday, and I have a feeling he might have got lost today. So
he may not have made it home yet. He may still be on the beach.
He may be on the beach.
He might have woke up on the beach this morning. Who knows?
You never know.
And we want to thank y'all at home for watching the What's Cooking Show. And Joan is back next week, and then we're going to have another exciting guest.
As always.
In fact, I wonder who that guest is. No name's mentioned.
Might be me.
Yeah. So Joan is back next week. What's Cooking for Jason.